Hi there and welcome to Apple World. Shan Diddy Communications has ended up at the focal point of a tornado of embarrassment and trick. What's more, it seems like this time the stakes are higher than at any other time. His impressive, amazing picture is under attack with mounting lawful difficulties that could see him in a correctional facility for the rest of his days. Yes, you heard that right. Shan Diddy Coms could be confronting life in jail. Yet what precisely went down and how did this hip-jump versatile end up snared in one of the greatest debates of his vocation? One of the things that will occur, and I do accept that there has been a grand jury examination that has been utilized in this case. I figure there might be a government examination continuing, and there might be a stateside one. However, I'm not completely sure. However, something that the arraignment anyway will attempt to do is show that there is an example of conduct here now, as I simply envision one day you're flying on personal luxury planes and living in extravagant chateaus. What's more, the following you're denied bail and confronting the chance of expenditure, your brilliant years in a prison cell. It's a storyline straight out of a Hollywood film, but for Diddy it's all as well genuine. He's presently secured in Brooklyn's scandalous Metropolitan Detainment Center, and keeping in mind that his group scrambles demonstrate his innocence. The claims are stacking up quick with a high-profile preliminary set for May 2025 individuals wherever they are holding their breath to perceive how this story unfolds. Yet, with allegations, the serious Diddy's future looks everything except encouraging. Does he have a shot? I think his lawyers raise a few decent contentions. I think they raise great contentions too. Perhaps this will be a third-time appeal, since the contrast between this fall-flat movement and the before is that this one truly gets to the core of what the court was worried about, which was witness threaten what's landed him in this heated water. Well, it's an arranged story that stretches back many years and includes a wide range of wild cases from manipulative strategic maneuvers to stunning party tricks. The rundown of charges is enough to blow anybody's mind. Reports allege that he wasn't simply enjoying a life of ease and comfort, he was coordinating occasions that would make the normal individual's jaw drop. His supposed freak-off parties are only the tip of the ice shelf. For a really long time, he's been supposed to have these sumptuous, over-the-top on social occasions where purportedly individuals were pushed as far as possible, all in the name of his own entertainment. The affirmed proof that has been accumulated for this situation was from those two strikes that were directed at his individual homes in Miami and Los Angeles. Also, the arraignment names that, the things seed that he purportedly made recordings of these exhibitions as that have been named, yet we should rewind to September 2024 when things began to disentangle freely. That is the point at which the world got a brief look into Diddy's alleged secret life. The allegations aren't simply irregular gossip. They nitty-gritty in an official prosecution that peruses like a thrill ride novel to records paint an image of a running a man's composed activity. Taiwan that purportedly involved controlling individuals for his own benefit, so it's the sort of story that is both staggering and oddly convincing, and the subtleties simply continue to come in the event that the public authority is going to order that they are liable for your prosperity. They need to guarantee the security of your well-being. So what's in this arraignment that has everybody talking very much? We should begin with the scandalous oddity of parties. Envision the sort of social occasions that mean somebody like Diddy could pull off great domain secret solicitations and a list of attendees loaded up with individuals who know how to keep calm. These weren't your commonplace G-togethers, purportedly Diddy in air, where individuals felt a sense of urgency to come with anything he desired. The prosecution claims that he utilized his leverage to not simply welcome visitors, but to maneuver them into circumstances that left them feeling like they had no chance to get out. All that you're taking a gander at. They're all tied in together. Every part is insane as it appears, as preposterous as it appears. Everything ties in all of it, and it's not only a one-time thing. The records frame a series of these occasions throughout the long term, every more absurd than the last. The parties were supposedly so all-around composed that they appeared as if they were straight out of a fastidiously created playbook, as per the claims. Diddy had a group that made a difference. Him the strings in the background. Whether these cases are valid, they illustrate a man who knew instructions to organize each part of his picture and his gatherings down to the last detail. Diddy has been under criminal examination for a really long time by government examiners here in New York, and if there are criminal accusations, a large number of them may seem to be something a portion of these people have been portraying. However, it doesn't end there, the public authority claims. That Diddy wasn't acting alone, as a matter of fact. They're saying he had an entire organization of individuals helping him, turning his own guilty pleasures into an all-out big business, the arraignment all. Udis to this is the comms venture, an organized exertion that supposedly elaborate everybody from family staff to business partners. The entire arrangement, as per these claims, was tied in with keeping up with control and guaranteeing that any individual who misbehaved was quickly managed with its an exemplary instance of a strong figure supposedly utilizing their assets to safeguard their insider facts. And if these allegations are valid, it's a chilling take a gander at how far he was ready to go to keep up appearances. And Stacy, you say the present prosecution peruses like a horde prosecution. What was generally surprising to you of every one of these claims? Definitely the reality. Al Diddy's attorneys aren't bringing this line down. They've come out swinging, charging the administration of attempting to spread his name with a flood of sentimentalist charges. His safeguard group is asserting that the entire case is based on unstable ground, and they've rushed to point out what they see as irregularities. They're saying that the media has blown things way messed up, turning into a lowlife with no genuine proof to back it up. They're in any event contending that the public authority has spilled data to the press, trying to influence public assessment against him before he even advances into the court. Fundamentally, what that implies is the cash that they're saying Diddy needs to begin paying this person on October 1st. Diddy's group is like, hang on, we really want a crisis discussion about why this shouldn't have been, without a doubt, and they granted him a TRO-UC, which fundamentally implied that Diddy's group was not permitted to sell any property in that state, or anything connected with what could be utilized to pay the offended party. One specific piece of evidence that has got everybody talking is the scandalous In film from 2016. This recording evidently shows Diddy in a warmed fight at a Los Angeles inn, and it didn't take long for the video to go viral yet. As per his legal advisors, this video was spilled purposely to paint Diddy in a negative light. They've gone such a long way as to demand a meeting to look into how this recording tracked down its direction into the public area, guaranteeing that it's everything part of a bigger mission to discolor his notoriety. It's the sort of back and forth you'd anticipate from a high-stakes fight in court, and it's just added more fuel to the fire about anything that I haven't said in that frame of mind in the papers. These are incredible inquiries, however. I'm simply not going to get into it. So can you talk about your interests about the whole? In the video verbally expressed about that. I did it in the court papers, and what's more, I'm about to adhere to the court papers, as you folks all know. Let me simply finish. As all of you realize, I made a demand today for what we were calling a gag request, and I won't walk out of court and do something besides satisfy that discussion about the show. Doesn't stop there. The whole case has ignited a furor via online entertainment, where paranoid fears are going crazy. Fans and pun. It's the same are digging through Diddy's past, looking for associations and examples that could make sense of what's happening. And because of the force of the web, these speculations are fanning out like quickly. Certain individuals are, in any event, asserting that Diddy's connections to high-profile political figures have put him carefully targeted, turning an individual embarrassment into an all-out media bazaar. The more individuals talk, the more the story develops, turning what might have been a pay-forward case into a complicated snare of hypothesis and passage. Sunrise has had the decision to record the case as Jane Doe. Also, she decided to avoid that later, giving it a decent measure of thought. She needs responsibility. Virtual entertainment has been particularly merciless, with carefully changed pictures and man-made intelligence-produced recordings powering the talk plan. There are posts guaranteeing that Diddy has been seen fraternizing with probably the most influential individuals on the planet, from previous presidents to current political heavyweights. People are venturing to such an extreme as to recommend that he's important for confidential society, alluding to evil associations that appear to be more fit to a covert operative thrill ride than a genuine viral picture. Even attempted to recommend that Diddy was involved in an unusual custom with a certain notable legislator, in spite of the fact that anybody with a feeling of doubt could tell the image was phony. Still, these sorts of posts continue to spring up, and they're adding layers of secret that may make individuals more inquisitive and difficult. A crook case in the cutting edge times a ton of proof is on electronic gadgets. Cell, telephone, tablets, CSCs, things of that nature, and the gadgets. Particularly if you have like outside hard drives and 90-something terabytes of information on a solitary gadget, make me a hard drive. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.